Welcome to Margs and Manuscript's very first bonus episode. If you've not already, go listen to episode 8, where we talk about the romance genre. We sat down with Crystal last week and we heard all about her journey of how she finally signed with an agent, and we're just so excited for her. So we wanted to pull back the curtain a little bit, give you this bonus episode where you can hear her story, but also if you have an agent story or even your own story of how you published your book, feel free to share it with us, and we would love to talk with you. Thanks so much for listening to our first bonus episode, and stay tuned. Speaking of problems with books, I feel like you just erased one problem off of your list.
Yes.
Wait, I was so excited. I was like, Dewey, I hope we get to talk about the elephant in the room.
Please tell me more.
Yes, I am represented by Rebecca Potos of Neighborhood Literary.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
And tell us
So,
about this, because this was like your girl.
it was kind of wild. And I just finished writing up, like I wrote up a post on like my query methodology that I posted earlier this week, and then I wrote up the like obnoxious how I got my agent post, because you have to.
It's a good story
Um,
though. Like yours is like truly like a really great story.
I queried about 90 agents in total,
Girl.
starting in like very end of May, uh, through to I actually put in my last query after I got my offer, which is part of the story. And yeah, I had 6 or 7 full requests over the course of it. I got 4 revise and resubmits. Unfortunately, they all had pretty similar feedback to them. So I was able to just do one edit pass and kind of knock that out in like September, October, and then sent that back early November to the agents who said to resubmit. And one of them was Tiana Kelly at Neighborhood Literary. So she was one of the revise and resubmits I got. And she actually, her feedback was like half of my manuscript, like annotated, including like truly unhinged comments that I loved, because that is my love language is like unhinged reaction comments on my Google Doc. Early December, I heard back from her and she said, "Hey, I'm actually this is getting passed on to another agent here who might be a better fit. So you should be hearing from Rebecca Potos." And I was like, "Oh, just Rebecca Potos, NBD." Like, because Rebecca had been kind of high up in the priority on my list, but I think she hadn't been opening or she hadn't been open while I was
Got it.
querying.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I was I was at work. It was like after lunch on a Tuesday before Christmas, but the last week of the year before when like we're all kind of doing work, but kind of not. I'd been emailing with my friend Becca about her book and her query letter and just like catching up with her. And I see an email come in from Rebecca. And then I look at it's Becca Photos and I was like, and yeah, so she said she really loved my book and that it checked all her boxes. And she knew like holidays are coming up, but if I had time to talk to her the next day, that would be great. And so I talked with her the next day and it was a great call. She is just so nice, and but then also has like very clear both feedback on like the good and also like very clear, very actionable thoughts on the things that weren't quite working and could be improved. Um, and yeah, so I asked her all all the what to ask on the call questions that I Googled like earlier that day.
you're like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yeah. I'm like, what do I,
Honestly, because you just don't want to be like, oh my God, I love you so much. I'll do whatever you want.
right?
I'd be like, "I wanna
Um,
come off as somewhat professional."
yeah, I
So
should
you're
seem
freaking
like I
out.
know what I'm doing, maybe. I did fangirl a little bit because Ashley Herring Blake is one of my niece's favorite authors, especially her middle grade stuff. That's the age my niece is in, and there's like very little lesbian representation in middle grade. So my niece absolutely loves her. So I did fangirl on that a little bit because Rebecca is her agent as well. I got the offer from Rebecca and went back to the agents that still had like the full request, and I also went back to some that had not like still had outstanding queries that had never requested but were like also in the top. The day after, one of the agents who was like also in that high up, like top placed agents in the the specific subgenre opened up. I got the watch notification from Query Tracker and I was like, I can't
Right.
not query. So I sent in the query. And for those who haven't used Query Manager, they have a specific thing where you can message the agent to say, like, I have an offer of representation. And I think that like bumps it up in their queue. So I submitted my query and then immediately sent the offer of representation message. I was like, I know it's kind of
Okay.
weird to have done this, but you just opened. I just got this offer. So I wanted to throw my hat in the ring. I did have a call with that agent and did also get an offer from that agent, and it
Holy
was a really
shit!
hard choice. It was it was
Okay.
an incredibly difficult choice. We talked about this either online or on the last call where it's like when you're querying, you worry that best case scenario is gonna be, I only get one offer and it's from a baby agent who's never sold anything before. And so I have to decide, do I take that offer or do I stay on the market and keep looking for another agent? I was mentally in the place of preparing myself for that as best case scenario. And like, okay, do I go with baby agent or do I self publish? That was going to be the question for me going into 2026 with this. To within literally the last 2 weeks of the year, now have like two
Yeah.
very amazing
Wow.
options. I was like,
No, I won't even say what are the odds because you worked your ass off for
yeah,
that. You worked
Yeah.
yeah,
so hard.
It's awesome, and it's so fun to see your journey and just having, like, met you at WFWA, like, over a year or plus
yeah,
ago, and just kinda talking to you about where we were both at, and, um, so many people listening are on the same journey or in the same exact places that we are, and to just hear, like, good stories that happen to good people that literally started where we all started and
yeah,
didn't have any special connections and queried the way that everybody's querying and,
yeah,
didn't already have a book out or didn't, all of these other things.
yeah.
Um
Didn't have bylines in Cosmo and Harper's
Right,
Bazaar and
right.
yeah,
Is really
yeah,
exciting. So, we're so happy for you. We're so happy that we get to bring you on and talk about that. So,
yeah.
we're excited.
Because it is like the happy for you, so happy for you when
Yeah.
like everybody else's like signed with an agent announcement come out is so real. Like, it's so real. Like, I'm so happy for the people I know who signed for with an agent in the last year, but when you just see, like, person after person when you're querying, it's so hard, especially in those times where you've just gotten, like, a string of, like, nothing but rejections for 2 weeks. It's
Yeah.
so hard to, like, not let that envious feeling get up there, and I think the envious feeling is totally normal, like, that's
I totally agree, and I think that, like, this is something that we can even bring up on another episode maybe about, like, marketing yourself or whatever. I think that the posts that are, like, how I became an agent and author, or you know what I mean? Like, kind of like those type of posts are just like the, "Oh my god, come on." Like, I wanna hear your story in the most honest way, and that's why I love you telling it because I think it comes from this, like, really great, like, I have been working my ass off for so long, and I've been in the like, I have multiple things I've written, and I could've like, you've done so much that, it just feels really refreshing to hear it from you and not like those posts that are like, "Come with me as a spend the day with me as an agent and author." It's like, "Go home."
Excuse my
Yeah.
language, but eat a dick. Like, if I don't get canceled by the end of the year, it's gonna be a shocker.
It's like, "Come spend the day with me as a published author at a big top 5." Like, I don't care about your day.
No!
Yeah.
I don't give a
And
shit.
also realistically, your day is sitting in your pajamas at
Yes.
a computer.
You probably still have a day job.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really hope that this is what we take out of this episode.
I
Um,
If anything, I'll cut it and I'll put it at the end as, like, bonus content. I'm like, "You
Yeah.
made it to the end of the episode. Jenna says eat a dick." Um,
Yeah. Like, I'm
but
in my pajamas now,
oh, I'm in
you
pajamas,
know?
you saw me.
Like,
Too. Me too. And you
yeah.
know what? When we first started this podcast, I was so concerned with the fact that we were also filming it and putting it on YouTube. I would try to make myself look really like presentable and the background was so aesthetic and stuff. And then I was like, this isn't this isn't what I look like when
That's
I'm
true.
writing. The whole point of this is supposed to be like we put our pens and paper and computers away and we go have a drink with our friends after we're done writing. I'm like, this is not a representation of what I look like when I'm done writing. What I look like is I'm
I
drinking a
know.
margarita out of a can.
Amazing.
I'm in my
I'm drinking a
sweatpants.
margarita out of a mug.
Exactly.
Like, legit, like, Cody, when he was making my margarita, I handed him the mug. He's like, "You want it in a mug today?" I'm like, "Yes."
You know what?
Why? Why
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
had the
not?
lime on thing and we were like cheersing. It's just too
Yeah.
real now. We need to make it a
No.
little bit more real.
I
Also, A
did put
plus
on
plus
eyeliner.
contribution. A plus plus contribution to the pod, Cody, making the margarita.
Oh, he's a saint. He's awesome. Can you please tell me, though, about, like, what that like, the phone call was like? Was, like, was she just, I don't know, like, showering you with compliments? Or was it like, "Tell me more about you." Like, what's the
Um,
subject matter?
so there was a lot of showering me with compliments. Like, yes, please keep coming.
You're like, "I'm
Um,
blushing, I'm blushing."
yes. And then there was the like, okay, what can be improved? She before I had even gotten back to her to say like, yes, I choose you, say yes to the dress, etc.
I choose you.
She had apparently already written up an edit letter with all of her like thoughts and notes and stuff like that. Like she was like, on the chance that you signed with me, I already wrote this up. Um,
Girlfriend is on it.
she is on it. Yes. So I've already got that and I've got I did the print it and bind it
It's
to
from Staples, yeah,
the
or
yeah.
Office Max or whatever.
Office Depot's like a little bit cheaper, so I went with them. So yeah, I'm going through now and doing like making the suggested edits. Um, Jenna, you will be excited to hear she has chosen Williams as her team for Formula One. After an author dinner where she was given some F1 lore, she chose Williams, which I'm like, we approve.
Well, like, you can't not choose Carlos.
I know. He's just
But also, like, are we gonna be Cadillac fans now?
yeah. I mean,
Okay, good,
I
thank
love
you.
Checo and I love Botas. Although I hate that they say his name Bottas because that just sounds wrong.
Yeah, no.
But like the Sky coverage says Bottas. And I'm like, it's got to be Botas, right?
It's Botas. It has to be
It's
Botas.
Botas.